Can you hear me okay, George? Now, let's have it, Steve. What about this monster story of yours? Well, it's big and terrible. More frightening than I ever thought possible. You realize your story's front page all over the country. We want to know what's being done about this monster. Well, here's your headline.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Wrestling POV, episode number 11. I am your host, Tony Diaz, and in place of Ron Deuce for today's show is Mimi Goody. Say hello.
Hello.
And, of course, joining us via Skype, the third wheel, Ric Serrano, the third.
Hey, people.
Nice. We got lots to talk about. Lots happening this weekend. We got the pay-per-view tonight. We also got the Hall of Fame tomorrow, and the big one, WrestleMania on Sunday. Mm-hmm. But before we talk about that and Raw, let's find out what's happening in the wrestling news world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, let's take it away. Let's start off the show like we usually do with birthdays. We have the happy 44th birthday to Charlie Haas.
Oh, wow.
Former member of the world's greatest tag team.
Nice. 44?
44.
Wow,
he's
nice.
young.
I wish he was back. I mean,
yeah.
But I don't think he's...
The last I've heard from him was that they said that he just wasn't interested in coming back. No interest. Yeah, but...
But he had a good run.
He did, yeah.
Turning 57 this week and also being inducted into the Hall of Fame, Michael Hayes.
57?
57.
Oh, wow. That's still young.
That's
still young. You know, you look at...
Wait till you become our age, Rick.
You look at Steve Austin, he's like 50, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Steve Austin?
Yeah.
Something like that. And Undertaker, too, and 57's not that old, and he was one of my faves growing up, too, so.
And he got better hair than Austin and Undertaker.
Yeah, he does.
And Hogan, too.
Oh, yeah.
Hogan's still clinging on to the ones on the side.
His skullet.
Yeah, his skullet.
And you know what? It's a short week this week because our third birthday is Randy Orton turning 36.
Wow. 36.
I'm shocked by that. I thought he was a little bit older than that.
I did too. I thought at least close to 40.
No.
Yeah, and he was
36
one
is
of the
close
champions.
to 40.
Well, no, I'm talking like 39, 40, maybe.
But that's about it. That's all we have for birthday. So
Nice.
Happy birthday to you three.
Nice.
All right, let's get into the news. Hall of Fame news. Jacqueline chose the Dudley Boys because they always had a really great relationship. The Dudleys have a ton of respect for her abilities and toughness in the ring. So there's the reason. They respect each other.
All right. Well, that's good. Hey, that's good enough for all of us, right?
All right, more Hall of Fame news. The Big Boss Man will be inducted by the Doctor of Style.
Nice. Slick. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's going to be an interesting...
That's going to be awesome,
Now, did they say who's going to be accepting the award for the Big Boss Man?
That I haven't heard yet.
Like, he didn't... I don't think he had any kids, did
Probably
he?
a family member.
Yeah, you would figure that, but I don't think he had kids, did he? I don't even...
Too sure about that.
Huh.
But having Slick doing it, I think that's a great honor for him. And, one of the more underrated managers, going back to last week's show.
That is true.
And I would do a Slick impression, but it keeps sounding like Bill Cosby, so...
Yeah, no, you don't want to go there.
No, not in this time.
No.
Also, being inducted into the Hall of Fame, Snoop D.O. Double Jizzle.
I actually don't have an issue with that.
You don't?
No, I don't. He has done some stuff for WWE. He did get involved. I mean, and the reason why I don't have an issue with that was he wasn't a one and done like Trump.
That's true.
And like who were the other ones? And Mr. T. Well, no, Mr. T did it twice. But at the same time, you look at Snoop Dogg and and I agree. I am not in for celebrity Hall of Famers. I don't think that there's room for that. For Snoop Dogg, he did get involved. He did host a WrestleMania before. he wasn't in a match, which is, I'm glad they didn't, but he did get involved.
Snapped in half.
Right. So, he got involved to the point to where, but yeah, I really don't have an issue with him being in the Hall of Fame or being inducted. So now, do you think Sasha Banks is going to induct him in?
She should. Aren't they relatives?
Yeah. Is it uncle or cousin?
I heard cousin. I think it's cousin.
Like first or second cousin, something like that.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Well, there you go. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, Snoop.
There it is.
Oh, wait. Here we go. We got People Power News. The former Raw General Manager, John Laurinaitis, is marrying, he got married to the Bella Twins' mother. People Power.
Sound just like him. Yeah. So the Bella's got a stepdaddy.
Yeah.
John Laurinaitis.
Of all people, John Laurinaitis.
Yeah. He still does backstage stuff for the WWE.
Oh, yeah. So. But still, you have to deal with this every single day.
Honey, make me a sandwich.
And at the end of every sentence, it's People Power.
Honey, I gotta stop and get some gas. People Power.
Speaking of people with great voices, Mauro Ranallo will announce the WrestleMania kickoff matches.
Okay. All right. I was worried about that, too. I mean, I wish he would announce all of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But, all right. We got a little bit of it, so.
They used to switch off when they had the Raw and SmackDown brand switch. They would have guys do different announcing during WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Should have gave him the ladder match. Give him the... You know how great he would have been doing the ladder match? Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. But, hey, we got him for the kickoff show, and,
Which needs it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But, we're just going to have to deal with Michael Cole for the rest of the day.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Good grief.
I know, right?
Yeah, good grief. People Power. It's like, God.
WrestleMania news. So AJ Styles and Y2J are confirmed. No stipulation. I'm a little shocked about that. I don't know how to feel about that.
Wait, no stipulation? Like no DQ, no count out, stuff like that?
No special thing. I thought they should have had something. Maybe a last man standing match, something like that. I mean, something. It
should. Yeah, you're right. There should have been like a stipulation for that match, being that this is the number 4. But this time number 4, it's
Hopefully, it's the last one because I am getting tired of it.
Yeah, I mean, I am too, but the difference is that Jericho now is a full-fledged heel. Okay,
I mean, I understand that, but still, they over-wrestle.
Yeah.
Like, they overplay things.
Yeah, they did, but, I mean, this time around, because that's what I was worried about too, but, this time around, Jericho is a big-time heel now, and he's really working it, so, but you're right, though, a stipulation would have been probably...
A submission match.
Yeah. A submission match, or I don't know. They should have did something with that. Yeah, you're right. And now, and like you said too, I hope that this is the last time, and then let AJ go on to do something else. So,
more WrestleMania news: the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal moved to the main card. All is right in the world.
Hallelujah!
I know, because it was like a big deal about if the Battle Royal was going to be on the USA Network, or I don't know. It was a lot. There was a lot there. So
someone's coming back, right? Like it has to be to put it back on the main card. Something big has to happen here.
Yeah, I don't know what. Maybe an NXT star will get in. What do you think?
I have a prediction about that, and I'll talk about that later.
All right. Looking forward to it. All right, what else you got?
The kickoff show will now be the Total Divas versus Team Bad and Blonde. Great name, by the way. The Usos versus the Dudleys, and the United States title, Kalisto versus Ryback.
I still feel that match, that U.S. title match, should be in the main card, not in the kickoff.
Nah, that's that match. I mean, Ryback and Kalisto are just so. Mr. Rick, what are you talking about, Kalisto? and Ryback should be on the main card. They one of the best. He's the best performer they have. Miguel, please, we're doing the show right now. This is not your portion of the show.
I did notice he's a big fan of Ryback.
Yes, Mr. Tony. Okay. I love the Ryback. He's my favorite wrestler. I think he should be on the main card. It should be the main event.
The main event.
Miguel, go back to the other room, please.
Yeah, tell him to have like a cup of coffee. We'll call him up later.
No coffee. No coffee.
No coffee?
No coffee.
What happened?
He got the energy, man.
All right, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, but it is what it is, and I still think it'll be a decent match.
But honestly, this may sound weird. I prefer the Team Bad and Blonde versus Total Divas on the main card.
Yeah.
I think that.
Okay. Well, I don't know now, because Eva Marie now jumped in with Total Divas. Did you see that mess? Oh my god.
Yeah, but see, because I don't know, what did Eva Marie ever do to be this hated?
She can't wrestle.
She makes her. I'll tell you from a woman's point of view.
Oh boy, here we go.
Because she makes
POV exclusive.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead.
Well, she makes it seem like she is the cat's meow.
Yeah.
Like she is the best of the best, and the girl thinks that she's better than the true women wrestlers.
Yeah,
but
she's narcissistic.
Yeah,
but Sasha Banks carries herself as she's.
But
the
you
best.
see, but Sasha Banks can wrestle. Eva Marie cannot wrestle.
But has she been given the same chances as all these other women? I think
Absolutely, she's got more chances. Are you kidding me? She got personal trainers.
That's true.
She started off in the main roster. She blatantly lied that she can do a lot of things. Meanwhile, she can't
The dance
do
with
that.
Fandango, remember
She
that?
can't do jack diddly squat.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, come on. These girls, they worked their way up.
It's true.
And she was just kind of handed to
Handed to her.
Because, give it up to her, she's a beautiful girl. She's got the perfect bod. She's got the perfect face. She's, you know what I mean? But the girl can't back it up.
Well, the one thing I think she needs is people power.
She definitely needs that, man. I'm telling
She
you.
needs something.
Jesus, man. When she ran into the ring and everybody was like, get out of here.
Exactly. It's like, come on.
And she tried hard, like, yeah, look at me. I'm on Team Total Divas now. And then she still got booed. But, oh, well. We'll see what happens at Mania. It might be different. I don't know.
If she comes in and she continues doing what she's doing and improving, because she has improved.
Yeah.
And she continues doing what she's doing and improving and feeds off of the booing and becomes the real narcissistic heel, then maybe.
Yeah,
but right now, no.
At this point in time, her trying to be a face is a no-no.
Heck no.
It's not going to work. They boo her way too much, and I think her best fit would be to be a heel.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Maybe that'll work for her. She can take that and run with it.
And the thing is, she dresses up like Ric Flair. Make her jump on Ric Flair's team. I mean, come on. She does do it on NXT. She dresses up like Ric Flair.
Yeah.
So might as well just stick her with the Flairs.
I just think, she needs to feed off of everybody booing her and just become a heel. Don't try to be a face and try to prove yourself, because that's only going to make the fans hate you more.
Exactly.
So.
Okay.
Well, that'll wrap it up for the news this week.
Alrighty, now on to rumors. I got some good ones, and it's been circulating around the internet like crazy. And this is the first I've heard, and then it died down, then it came right back up again this week. But lots of rumors lately about Steve Austin could possibly interfere in the Taker versus Shane match. And the odd thing is that the WWE even posted a photo of Austin and Vince shaking hands in the middle of the ring. It was an old picture. It was an old picture. Okay, with it captioned, it said, anything can happen at WWE WrestleMania. And they even posted that on Steve Austin's official Facebook page.
Wow.
Okay? Then, from a reliable source, I cannot say who, this is the quote that this person said. It wasn't planned as of a few weeks ago, but plans can always change. So what does that mean?
Special guest referee, maybe? Something?
This late in the game to announce that? I don't know.
With that match, Vince could do anything because he just wants to screw Shane.
That's true. But at the same time, you got to also think, too, they're in Hell in the Cell.
Yeah.
They're going to have to do something dramatic for them to crash into the cell and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. We shall see. And on top of that, Goldberg's name is still circling around the internet about him interfering. So it's got to be. I honestly, if this rumor is true,
the wrong
guy. But I think, with those two rumors going around, I think I would believe more of the Steve Austin one than the Goldberg.
Oh yeah.
All right, now this just in. This I think yesterday. Now, there's talking about the next day on Raw after WrestleMania that they're going to bring back the women's title. What do you guys think? Right? Finally? And they're no longer going to call it the Divas title.
Yay!
Thank God.
So,
Because
and
they're not divas, they're
not.
women
You know what?
wrestlers.
And I'm telling you right now, Ivory said it in the Table for Three, so if y'all haven't watched it, check it out, because she gets very offended that they got called divas.
Yes.
You know, she's like, we're not divas. We don't sing. That's, that we're women. And we're wrestlers, so treat us that way, you know. And she's right, you know. So now the other thing that was posted, and I'm going to post it on the on Wrestling POV podcast Facebook page, the picture of what the belt will look like too. So I'm hoping what they're saying that is going to look like the heavyweight title. My guess is going to be a little bit smaller. The main color is going to be white and some pink inside, but still with the WWE logo. And I just think it looks hot. I'll post it up later on after the show.
And I want to buy me one.
That's if it
turns into be like that, I will definitely buy me a belt versus wearing a Divas belt.
That belt looks pretty cool. I like it a lot.
Which one? The Divas?
The new one.
You saw it too?
Yeah, I saw it. With the white strap and everything.
Yes.
But I would do without the pink. I mean, I get it because you want to make it girly, but we as a society have grown, I feel. And I feel like we can't put a sex on a color.
You're
know
right.
What I'm saying?
Yep.
So I think let's do away with pink is for girls and blue is for boys.
That's right, because real men can wear pink.
Exactly.
Like Dolph Ziggler.
Don't mention him again. All right, so I'm really looking forward to it, and I really hope that they do that come Monday on Raw. So we'll see what happens. Now, Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows are scheduled to be at this week's WWE tapings and backstage at Mania.
Interesante.
Exactly. So, I mean, I don't know, I don't know what their part is going to be, though.
Battle Royal.
Ah, that's right. They could be the surprise entrant to the
Them
Battle
and the
Royal.
Wyatts. Yo.
And, oh my God, the Bullet. Well, speaking of the Bullet Club, they're still going to go with Bulletproof, from what I hear, or they might go with Finn Balor, the Balor Club. We'll see what happens. I mean, my thing is that AJ was the leader of the Bullet Club too.
Yeah.
So you can't really call it Balor Club. I mean, even though Finn Balor was the first leader, but now you had AJ too.
Yeah,
if they later on in the future, if they're going to have them two have a scrap, I don't know if I would go with Balor Club.
Right.
I think I would go with
Bullet Club.
Bullet Club. Well, they can't use Bullet Club for some reason, so they might go with Bulletproof. So now, another thing that happened this morning, and I believed I saved the picture too, and if I did save it, I'll post it up on the Wrestling POV podcast Facebook page. The card for tomorrow, and interesting enough, it said for the WWE main event between Roman Reigns and Triple H, that it's going to be a no DQ match.
Yeah, I saw that. You
saw it too.
One of the T-shirts that they were selling.
Yeah.
That they have a no DQ, and I mean, better late than never. I mean, actually not in this case. I wish it was late. I wish they would have called it right before the match. You know what? This is going to be a no DQ match.
It could be. They could do that. Or sometime during Mania, because they're going to be either be dead last or they're going to be second to last. They still got till the rest of Mania, make that happen. So We'll see. Now, the last information I got, and it just happened right before the show, is that, and I don't know how much of it is true, but it did come from TMZ that CM Punk is
true.
in.
Then it's definitely true.
That CM Punk is in just arrived at Dallas.
I wonder what that means.
I don't know.
Wait, so you just mentioned the best in the world?
At what? I don't know.
Excuse me.
CM Punk is the best in the world.
Absolutely.
He still is. Because this company hasn't been the same without him. So if he's in Dallas, I hope he's in that cage come Sunday night.
That's what I'm talking about.
Solidarity, right?
Hello.
So that's all I got for rumors, and who knows? Maybe it might happen. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Exciting, though. That's exciting.
It is exciting. So now Mimi's going to take over the injury report. Go ahead.
Okay, on the injury report, Randy Orton is reportedly healing better than expected.
Nice.
There's still no timetable when he will return. Luke Harper had surgery this week to repair a torn ACL, MCL, and is expected to be back between 4 to 6 months. The injury was worse than expected.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Nikki Bella is feeling a lot better. I love you, Nikki. and is anxious to return to the ring and was supposed to be at this week's Raw, but the doctors told her to stay away from the ring entirely.
No.
And John Cena.
Oh,
You can't see me. John Cena posted on Twitter that he will still be out, stating, and I quote, "Still a long way to go, but getting better every day."
I still think he's going to do something at
He's
Mania.
a liar. John Cena will be at WrestleMania 32.
Yeah.
Come on.
I really do. I think
But you
he's
can't see him. You can't see him.
No, he's definitely gonna do. He's definitely gonna do something at Mania. He has to. He has to. I'm sorry. Anything else?
Nope.
So now we're gonna go straight into Raw. In the beginning, now I heard that our very own Miguel Cole was at Raw.
Oh, yes, he was. It was, it's weird because we were shooting our new show, Corner. It's on our YouTube page, Wrestling POV podcast page.
Mm-hmm.
He was interviewing people out there, and all of a sudden, Mr. Rick, let me tell the story. All right. Go ahead, Miguel. Tony, I was interviewing some people, and I bet them that if they could guess the song, they would give up their tickets. They couldn't guess the song, so they gave me their tickets.
What?
Yeah, and we had to run really fast, Tony. Oh, yes, Mr. Rick can run really, really fast.
Now you got short legs. You can run that fast too, Miguel.
I jumped on his back.
No, okay.
He was like
It's
a little
right.
luchador.
Yeah, he was a little.
Like,
yeah,
what was it?
so
The
you were-
luchador who jumped on? Was it Big Show's back?
Who?
Wasn't it Rey Mysterio?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
He always did that. But that's cool. You got in, and
Oh, my God.
what was the environment like?
Oh, my. Well, first of all, we got in at 6:30. Show don't starts at 8. We saw Superstars. We saw Main Event. We saw
Oh, wow.
SmackDown all tape. And it was pretty cool. The crowd, crowd was crazy.
Rough, right?
It was, and we were literally right next to the camera guy, and Miguel Cole kept annoying the camera guy, so we got moved over a little bit.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
Nice.
But you want to take it off? How the show started?
Yeah.
It was exciting. Man.
The very beginning, Undertaker came out, and from what I saw on TV, and Rick, you can tell me if it was different. He came out to a huge pop.
Oh my! Listen, I know I got on Undertaker last week for his comments on the mic, but as soon as I heard that gong, instant goosebumps, and I was just like, "Oh my God, the Undertaker's coming out!" I was in a trance, man.
Nice.
It was amazing.
Nice.
It was great. It was awesome.
So he came out, and he does cut his promo, and he said basically that WrestleMania will not be his last.
Yeah.
So I don't know what. I don't know. This is just with a couple days to go. It's like I don't know what's going to happen. But
It's not going to be his last.
I don't think so either. So Shane comes out, and he came out to a decent pop, did he?
Yeah, it was pretty big. It was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah, it
On
wasn't as
TV,
big as The Undertaker.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. It didn't feel like it was as big as The Undertaker, but he had a pretty decent pop.
But he did get a pop.
Oh, from when he jumped off, right? Yeah. Heck yeah. So, but one of the things that he did, it was a huge diss. He tells The Undertaker, "Your legacy died 2 years ago."
Oh my God.
Man, even on TV, the freaking crowd was like, "Oh, man. You dead, man."
Yeah. I was looking at the TV like that black guy when
Yeah, with the big eyes.
Undertaker
When
lost.
Undertaker lost.
I was like, what?
And the crowd started chanting Suplex City after Shane said that.
That's weird.
Because that's how he
Because he lost.
it.
Oh, okay, yeah, duh.
So they were going in on the Undertaker. I was shocked. I was really shocked.
So, actually, after that had happened, they just started going at it, man. They were going fisticuffs, and, the crowd was chanting, "This is awesome," so they were getting into it, and at one point, Shane hit the Undertaker with a television monitor. Undertaker's laid out, and all of a sudden, Shane starts climbing up the rope, and everybody was like, "What?" And he jumped off. And the
I
crowd
didn't think
went
he was
nuts.
going to make it, though.
Oh, I knew he would. I knew he would. Shane was just that crazy, but
Yo, Taker was on the other side of the table.
Yeah.
I know. That was what I mean. I was
Yes.
like, oh my God, he's not going to make it. Oh my God, he's not going to make it. He's going to flop on the floor. He's going to flop on the floor.
But yeah, he ended up making it, man, and I was just
crowd
like,
went insane.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Oh,
insane.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
awesome, man.
So then after that, he just got up. He booked it out of there. Undertaker popped up, his usual Undertaker self, and you know, that was the end of that segment. To
And
me,
let me tell you, the hypeness after that was at 110% for Raw.
oh, I bet, I
And
bet.
Woo! Did it go down?
But it was a really good way to start off Raw, in my opinion.
absolutely.
You know, I've been hearing, you know, and this is just getting me a little bit upset. I'm listening to these other people, and I'm not going to say the names of the other podcasts, but, you know, they were all disappointed with it, saying that, you know, oh, look at the Undertaker's age, and you really going to mean to tell me that a 40, well, how old is Shane, 40?
Like 46?
He just
is he
turned
40?
40.
Oh, 40?
Really?
No, 40 or 42, because on Thursday, he was saying that, you know, 42 years I've dealt with your abuse, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I think he's between 40 or 42. He's not that old.
He's got a lot of gray hair, and I'm older than he is. So, but, you know, like they're saying, you know, how could Shane, you know, really get the upper hand on Undertaker and this and that? It's like, you know, it's because of people like that is the reason why the IWC is the way it is with the WWE. You know, it's like, you know, they're trying to tell a story, man. Just go with it. Who cares about the age? You know, I mean, because did they really say anything about when Ric Flair was still in the ring at age 55?
I know.
Come on,
Did
man.
they say anything when Daniel Bryan was in the ring with Triple H?
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly,
you know what I'm
yeah. It's the same scenario, in my opinion.
Did they say
You
anything
know?
when the freaking owner jumped in and was fighting and showing all his muscles?
Who, Vince?
Vince McMahon? He's like 102 years old.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? No, it's just people like that, and it's like I said, I'm not gonna give them the glory of me mentioning their stupid podcast, but you know, I'm getting really pissed off because you know they're talking all this crap about it, and it's like, just go with it, man. Because what's gonna happen? The bottom line is, come Sunday, you're still gonna watch WrestleMania.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So stop with the freaking criticism of, oh, aren't they too old to be doing that? Oh, wow. You know, that's how they were saying it. They were like, oh, wow, Shane McMahon jumped off the top rope like he normally does. Does that make him a wrestler? No, that makes him a stuntman. Who said that? Who said that? You know, and then plus these people that's running this stupid podcast, you know, they're freaking they never stepped in the ring in their entire life. So now you're going to call it like that? Get out of here.
So Jeff Hardy's a stuntman.
Exactly. That's all he does. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man, give it a break. Give it a break. All right, that was my rant.
Okay. Rant's over.
That was my rant. I'm sorry. It's just I get pissed off, man. Don't freaking sit there and say anything about, you know, that these guys are stuntmen or, you know, they're too old to be doing that when you never stepped a foot in the damn ring in your life.
Tell him, Tony.
You know,
Tell him, Tony.
shoot, man.
Preach it, brother. Preach it.
Man, let me tell you, I'm ready to get out of retirement. All right, so now the next match.
I thought the rant was over, but I guess it wasn't.
I'll keep going. So, all right, so now you got Zack Ryder versus Jericho. And then, of course, AJ comes out, and I guess he does like a little interference with the mic. How did he, when he came out, how was the pop? I really couldn't tell on watching it.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I mean, because the match wasn't that great. So once he came out, everybody got excited. It was you got some excitement out of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But at the end of it, though, Zack Ryder ended up winning.
Yes. With the what was it that he won with, Tony?
I have no idea.
Schoolboy. That's 4
There you
in
go.
the last 2 weeks.
Exactly. Yes. You know, you should keep track of that.
I'm gonna schoolboy count. That's
Schoolboy count. There we go.
That could go a wrong way.
Huh?
I have to change that name, Schoolboy Count. We can't.
We'll call it the woo woo count.
No.
Be like woo woo.
No.
Woo woo woo.
No. But but that match was really nothing too special to me. It really wasn't.
The Y2 Jackass chant is gonna make you accept the challenge.
Yeah. Well, it worked. So he ended up accepting the challenge. You know. So all right. So then after that, it was Charlotte versus Becky.
Before that,
No, go ahead.
on SmackDown, AJ fought Heath Slater and he squashed him. That's it.
Oh, I bet he did. Now, what did he do? Because I've noticed lately that, AJ's been doing a lot of pins. instead of submissions to win.
Yeah, he pinned him.
Oh, no. You know what? I'm thinking of Charlotte. Charlotte's been doing a lot of pins than doing the figure four. You guys notice that?
Yeah, I think this chick, Sasha Banks, this woman, Sasha Banks, she got out of the figure eight. So
did she?
She got out of it on SmackDown last week, yeah. And she ended up winning with the schoolboy.
Oh.
Whoa.
No. But like on this match with Charlotte versus Becky, I mean, even though Ric Flair didn't interfere, but you know Charlotte still won, but she won by a pin, not submission. So
the crowd was dead.
Was it really for that match?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta give these women a chance. These are top-notch women wrestlers, man.
Oh, yeah.
And they just... And I'm there cheering my head off. Miguel was going crazy. and it was just silent, man. And they started saying this is boring and stuff like that. They were just not into it.
Wow. Yeah. I'm really shocked with that. I really am. But anyway, the winner ended up being Charlotte. So to me, it was okay. But I knew they couldn't really do much, only because it's going to be a triple threat match come Mania. So. But
on SmackDown, the previous week, Sasha got the win on Charlotte. Why couldn't you let Becky get the win? You know, and then that builds up Charlotte to be like, I gotta win a Mania. And then you got these other two saying, you know what, we just pinned you. Now you're building up more animosity towards Mania.
Yeah.
Drop the ball on that one, man.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So. After that, Triple H comes out. He cuts a promo. Another long promo. What is going on with this? I mean, how was the crowd when he was talking?
The crowd was dead.
Really? When he was cutting the promo? Yeah,
it was the same old. There was only one person standing up when that promo was being cut, and that was Brian Quinn from Impractical Jokers.
He was there. He was there with Sal. I saw that.
Everybody else was just like again. And then Roman Reigns interrupts.
Yeah, so how was the crowd then? Because I heard Brooklyn crowd really don't like Roman Reigns.
No, they don't like Roman Reigns.
But the weird thing is, when I saw the video that Miguel Cole was doing, there was a lot of response for Roman Reigns.
And you know that's shocking because while Miguel is talking to these people, I'm keeping like a counter here, and like 10 people that out of the 15 people we interviewed, at least 10 of them said Roman Reigns' name. Wow. And I asked, and he was asking them the question. He's like, "Oh, so everybody here is cheering for Roman Reigns, but when I watch at home, they boo. What's going on?" And they couldn't answer. They just said people. The one guy answered. He said people just love to boo Roman Reigns.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I noticed that though. You know, I was like, wow, there's a lot of good feedback about, you know, that people are on Roman Reigns' side, but it's like as soon as he steps out, he gets booed. He gets booed right out of the arena.
That's all right. He can come boo over here.
Oh, gee.
I love me some Roman.
Now, Mimi, what do you think about Roman Reigns? I know you like him, but what do you think he should be doing differently to get over with these fans?
I think, with me, personally, I think that he should continue being a badass and a heel.
A heel? Mm-hmm. You don't think he will benefit more from being a babyface?
Nope.
No?
No, I think that him going ballistic and crazy and whatnot, that's the Roman that just...
Well, yeah, because I mentioned it before in the previous episodes, too. You know, when he lost that belt to Sheamus, when Sheamus cashed it in and he went nuts with the chair, everybody cheered. Oh, yeah. That's how Roman's supposed to be.
That's what they want. They want the crazy Samoan.
Yeah, and, you know, just give him very little mic time and more of that badass time, he'll get over. It's just for some reason it's just not working.
But you gotta remember too, you know, when Rocky Maivia first started,
he had the chia pet hair.
He did, but he wasn't a fan favorite for a very long time.
No,
he
until
got
he
booed,
changed. Yeah,
so he changed and he became a jerk. Pretty much on the mic, and became, you know, jerky like, and that's what Roman Reigns needs.
Yeah, he does. He really does. So, anyways, so going back to what happened, they ended up fighting again. Wasn't big, wasn't long, but you know, they split up or whatever. So later on in the show, they were interviewing Roman again, and then in the back, and then Bubba Ray started talking crap to Roman. I'm like, all right, what the heck is going on here? And then all of a sudden Devon showed up. They ended up beating up Roman Reigns. And then Triple H showed up and he started, you know, it's not your time or whatever. Just kept beating him up again.
So then he got cheered. Triple H got cheered for that moment.
Really?
Yeah. Roman was getting flamed. He was getting booed. and Triple H was getting a huge pop on that one.
Yeah, it's going to be really weird come WrestleMania, see what the crowd is going to be like.
Well, I can tell you one thing, that I'm going to be cheering.
Okay, then you cheer.
And I'm going to be screaming my head off at the TV.
All right, you do that then. So then later on in the show, they come right back out again, Triple H and Stephanie. They're cutting another promo. I'm like, all right, how many times are going to see? Now this is getting, now you can see the desperation. You know what I'm saying? You can see it clearly. And Roman Reigns come out limping, and they duke it out. This time, it was a big old melee. They were really fighting. And Steph called on some wrestlers. She called, it was a League of Nations, and a bunch of other wrestlers came out.
Yes.
And then the babyface wrestlers came out, the Usos and whatever. They broke it up. Still kept fighting, and that was the end of Raw. So,
Well, the thing that happened when so Roman Reigns dives over the ropes and jumps on everybody.
That was cool.
That was cool, but the fans started chanting, "You still suck."
Oh my God!
So I was like,
wow.
Is this happening? Like, this is amazing because you know what? You can do that. You still suck, Roman. Because, you started at 110% with Shane jumping off the top rope onto the table, and nobody comes out. No Rock, no Stone Cold, no nothing. You have the same thing, the same authority rant, and then Reigns jumps over the top rope, and Reigns is over, and he gets booed out the building.
That's crazy.
You know what it is, too, and I think is that he lets it be known that it gets under his skin that they boo.
Yeah.
So, the fans are just like me, the super fan. And if I know that something gets under your skin, I'm going to do it 100 times fold.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to keep doing it. Yeah, that is true. So, all right, so that was the end of Roman Reigns and the Triple H saga for Raw. Now, after, the first talk with Triple H's promo, New Day comes out, and it's supposed to be Kofi Kingston against Del Rio. And the crowd was into it, though.
First of all, New Day, I prefer them as heels, but they got the biggest pop of the night.
Really?
Like, the crowd went insane for them. And the match was a pretty decent match. I mean,
it was.
Del Rio put on a good match. The one thing, and I don't know if I'm being sensitive about this, I didn't like the La Cucaracha on the trombone towards Del Rio. maybe I'm being sensitive, but I thought that was in bad taste.
Well, the Cucaracha song is from it's a Mexican folk song, so that's why he did it.
Yeah,
and he's Mexican.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been the...
Yeah.
That would have been just as funny. I mean... I understand where it's coming from. Maybe I am being a little sensitive. But
you are, because I'm Rican, and I know that the Cucaracha song comes from Mexico. It's a little folk song, and basically he was just, if you know the words to it, ya no puede caminar, you can't walk no more. So it's just saying, you can't walk no more because you just got beat.
Yeah, but I don't think Xavier Woods was doing it for that reason. So, all right. So, it ended up being that Kofi ended up winning. So that was good to see. And then as they were going up to the ramp, all of a sudden... go ahead.
Wait, what? He won with the what? A schoolboy.
He won with...
Get that down.
That's right.
That's 7.
So, that's 7? Wow. Anyway, the New Day started going back up the ramp, and whose voice did we hear? Jonathan Coachman from ESPN, a former ring announcer, and a nice, badass heel back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Everybody
and I'm telling, but I think he's more memorable because of the skits he did with The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those were just way too funny. So he ended up supporting the Bootios cereal and all this other stuff.
Mother's Day is coming up. So. I want a box of Bootios.
But I thought he was going to come out with a better announcement than he did. I mean, he announced that SportsCenter is going to be at Mania all day.
Yep.
I thought maybe you're going to bring on a fourth person to help out New Day.
Oh, yeah, that would have been nice, yeah.
Maybe he would have been part of it, something.
And he did get involved, but he looks out of shape, though.
Oh, the dancing, though, he was putting it
fun.
on.
Yeah.
He was light on his toes.
Yeah.
That was some good dancing by him. The crowd went crazy for that.
All right, so that was the end of that segment, and then it went on straight to Kalisto versus Connor from the Ascension.
Yes!
That was
Yes! Yeah. Oh, wait. What? Who? Connor?
Connor.
The Ascension?
The Ascension.
Oh, no.
Now, that was a very quick match. It was only like 2 minutes or something like that.
It was so quick and so sloppy.
It was. It was very, very sloppy. And Kalisto ended up winning, obviously. And then all of a sudden, Ryback comes out. And, yeah. And they just do a stare down.
Not only did he do a stare down, but he started doing the feed me more.
Yeah.
You haven't done that in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And now you're coming back. Mr. Rick, please stop talking bad about Ryback. Listen, he's
a big fan.
He's a heel now. If he's a heel, why is he doing feed me more? Because that's his catchphrase. Feed me more, feed me more. What do you expect him to say? Just to stand there? Look stupid? Miguel, he's a heel. Get over it. No, I love Ryback. He's my favorite. I get it. You can like a heel, but just, all right. Jesus Christmas.
Wow. Is this? Do you guys go through this every day?
Yes. He doesn't understand, Tony.
Okay.
He doesn't understand how great Ryback is.
Okay. Either way.
No.
All right. So again, all right. So now they just do the stare down, and that was the end of that. So.
Yeah. Now, Tony, there was also earlier in the show, the Social Outcasts versus Big Show and Kane, and that ended in like a double DQ. It ended like in a minute. Like the Social Outcasts jumped in, and then the rest of the Battle Royal people came in. Mark Henry, who took like 10 minutes to get in there. The Ascension, the Golden Truth, who put on, they put on 13 weeks of vignettes to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle. What?
Unbelievable.
13 weeks since the Royal Rumble.
Unreal.
Oh my God. And that's that for that. So
wow. Unbelievable. Well, we'll see what happens. They might take it further. You know, it might be further than that after WrestleMania. So we'll see. Now the other thing that happened, Brock and Paul Heyman comes out and cuts another promo. Now, how was the reaction? What kind of pop he got?
Now the crowd was into it. It was not as excited as it usually is until Paul Heyman said about the weapons thing, about how I'm gonna call it weapons. That's what they are. And then the crowd went crazy. I don't know if you can hear me on the camera, but I was like, "You're trying to get us over, and it's not working." But obviously, it did work, and the crowd went crazy on the weapons state line.
That was weird to me, though. That was very, very weird. So, while they're cutting the promo, Dean comes back out, and he came out with a wagon. It was empty. He came out. He started digging stuff up from underneath the ring, and he's loading the wagon with it. And he loaded the wagon and left.
Tony, he got a chainsaw.
Yeah.
He got a barbed wire bat.
Yep.
From under the ring. Where do you get a chainsaw from? Who put it under there?
And what did he use a chainsaw for?
I don't know. But don't you think they should have dragged that out through the night? Like, have him go to the back. Oh, look under a cooler and find this. And look under this. Look in this locker and find that. Mm-hmm. No, all the weapons were on one side of the ring.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And the thing of it is, you look at that Brock. He's like, all right, what am I supposed to do? Because nothing happened.
Yeah,
nothing happened.
And there was a mistake that Ambrose threw the kendo stick, and Brock tried to hand it back to him. And Brock is just laughing like, okay, and he ended up holding on to the kendo sticks. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that. They showed it on TV that he just held on to it. So, I mean, I don't know. And I don't think anything happened on SmackDown, did it?
No. Very few things. Oh, yeah, Ambrose actually fought Eric Rowan.
Oh, okay, but no Brock, though, right?
Still
That's weird. That's very weird. So, all right, that was the end of that segment. And then now you have Bad and Blonde versus the Total Divas, which is going to happen at Mania. So, now, but in this match, it was Emma versus Paige. Lana interfered, which I thought was pretty neat. And
that kick is awesome.
Yeah.
That kick she does is pretty good. I like it. I'm loving Lana now.
Yeah. So what happened was they got into a little scruffle, and so it was funny because they were advertising throughout the show too that that the Total Divas side needed one more person to even it out. Oh, who is it? Who could it be? And this and that. And whose music hits? Eva Marie.
Yo, man.
I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Really? And she got booed and
Oh, man. Poor Eva Marie. Poor Eva Marie. And you know, funny story, these two guys sitting in front of us, and they had their cameras ready at the entrance because they knew someone was coming out, and they're arguing with each other. Oh, it's gonna be Bailey. Oh, it's gonna be this one. And I look at them and I get closer to them and I'm like, it's gonna be Eva Marie. And then Eva Marie's music hits and they instantly give me a high five. Like, how did you know that? I'm like, this is the WWE, man.
I know, right? Oh my god, it was just so bad. She got booed so bad, and I was just laughing, and I'm like shaking my head. I'm like, oh boy.
But if you notice, the Total Divas, they were skeptical on it. So, like, Eva Marie was trying to prove to them, like, I'm with you guys.
Yeah.
And I like that. So, like, because she's not to be trusted yet. So.
But we also, we got to wait and see what happens at Mania, too. She could turn on them.
Right, right. Because Eva Marie's character is known to be a two-face.
Oh, yeah. And in NXT, she was a heel.
But I hope they give her the opportunity to turn, and she doesn't do it. And I hope that can get her over. I want to see Eva Marie as a face, and I think it could work.
Really? You think so?
I think you have to have the right people around her, and I think especially since Brie Bella's leaving,
right?
I think we need a new face up there. There's a lot of heels on the Diva.
I love you, Brie. Please don't leave because I don't want Eva.
No, she'll be retiring. We'll see. So, all right, so that was that segment. And then the segment that took up pretty much all of Raw, there was Sammy, Dolph, and Sin Cara against Kevin Owens, Stardust, and Miz. That was such a long match. I mean, I know the crowd wasn't into it at all.
All right, I wrote a lot of stuff during this match because this was like, oh my god. All right, so at one point, I don't know if you guys saw, the crowd started doing the wave.
Oh, really?
This is the best wave I've ever seen in my life. It went around like 10 times. And at one point, we knew it was a commercial because Ziggler started pointing to the crowd.
Oh, shit.
and everybody started doing it. The best moment ever, though, was Stardust grabs the mic and is like, if another person puts their hands up, I'm going to fight each and every one of you. So everybody puts their hands up. And then Kevin Owens snatches the mic, and Kevin Owens is like, you want them to put their hands down? Listen to this. If you like Michael Cole's commentary, put your hands up. Everybody's hands went down. And Kevin Owens was like, you're welcome.
Wow.
This match was so bad. You had "This is booty" chants. You had boring chants. You had a Chris Benoit chant.
What?
You had a Michael Cole chant. You had a JBL chant. You had a Byron Saxton.
I was going to say they even
chant.
chanted Byron Saxton.
This match was boring.
It was
bad.
And long.
23 minutes.
Wow.
And nothing happened.
And nothing happened. Nothing happened at all.
If you're in the gorilla position, now the gorilla position is the position behind the stage.
Yeah.
And why not say, Zack Ryder, go out there, cause a DQ, have all 7 men battle it out, you know?
Yeah, set it up for Mania, yeah.
Instead, you have Stardust and Miz walk out on KO, and you have KO get pinned by Sami Zayn.
Yes. Yeah, and so mentioning that, the winners ended up being Sammy, Dolph, and Sin Cara. Mm-hmm. So, but that was Raw. That was it. That's all I got for Raw. So, to me, I thought it was okay. It wasn't that bad of a Raw. They put everything, they put the final nail into WrestleMania. And, we'll just wait. We got to wait and see what happens. So, I mean, I thought Raw was okay. I thought it was good,
I mean, to start off where they started and to end up where they ended up, it was a thumbs down for me.
Really? I thought it was, I thought it was good. I thought,
I got a thumbs up and a thumbs down.
Both?
I mean, if I had to
down.
pay for it, if I had to pay for my tickets, I would be pretty upset. Good thing Miguel was able to swipe those tickets for us.
That was a good move, though. That was a good move. But if anybody out there has any questions about when, either about Raw or WrestleMania coming up, you can post your questions on Facebook at Wrestling POV Podcast, or you can submit your questions on Twitter We're on there at Wrestling POV, or even Instagram. We're there at Wrestling POV #1. Not the number one, but one. And if you feel like listening to the show, you can listen to it free on iTunes. And if you don't want to listen to it on iTunes, we're also on YouTube. So you can check us out there, and you can check us out on Podbean. We're going to have to go to a commercial break, but after that, we're going to go over to the NXT pay-per-view tonight. We're going to give our predictions on who's going to win, so we'll be right back.
Calvary Contracting is locally owned family business that takes pride in working on a higher standard, specializing in kitchen and bathroom remodeling. Check us out before you plan your next home or office project. For more information about our services, log on to calvaryservice.com. You can also like us on Facebook at Calvary Contracting. Give us a call at 518-669-6583. That's 518-669-6583. How can we serve you?
And we're back now on to NXT for tonight at 10 p.m. Why such a late start?
I don't know.
I
don't know. I think they're doing like a pre-show kind of thing. And
Oh,
I think it's starting at 9, yeah.
Oh, wow. A little early. All right, so now we're just going to go over the matches, and we'll pretty much give our predictions on who's going to win, who's going to lose. So one of the matches they have is Apollo Crews versus Elias Sampson.
All right, so I just want to give a little backstory.
Go ahead.
Elias Sampson, the Drifter. Now, last week, he lost his first match at NXT
That's
by
right.
Schoolboy against Johnny Gargano, right?
Yes.
And he beat down Gargano.
Yep.
And then Apollo Crews comes out. Now, why couldn't you have Sampson win the match, beat down
And keep
Gargano,
beating him
and
down,
have
yeah.
Crews help him out?
No, you're right.
Now, you would have had him undefeated going against Crews at
True.
TakeOver.
That is true, yeah.
So I'm just like,
Yeah.
are they dropping the ball now at NXT? Are they doing this now?
Oh, I hope not. I hope not. So,
I mean, my prediction.
you're going to go with Elias Sampson. Okay. All right, well,
Yeah.
I'm going with Apollo Crews.
Apollo Crews.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. So, now the next match is Nakamura versus Sami Zayn. I don't see Nakamura losing his very first match. You know what I'm saying?
Can't lose.
And if you really honestly think about it, you know, with Sami Zayn being involved in this match, and then he's got another match coming up on Sunday. I don't know. That's, to me, and of course he's gonna have to, unless somebody gets disqualified or somebody comes in or something. I don't see Nakamura losing this match. I really do. Is his first match coming back, on NXT, and you're gonna have him lose? I don't see that happening. Something's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna interfere. But if Sami Zayn loses clean, I don't know. I just think it's gonna be a downfall for Zayn. I really do.
I think Sami Zayn's already on a downfall from his performances
it looks like it,
on
yeah.
the main roster.
Yeah.
I think he has to lose against Nakamura just for
Yeah.
Nakamura's sake.
Yep.
And I think you take that and Sami Zayn takes it into Mania and he just goes all out against Kevin Owens and they put on a great match in the ladder match. But I have to go with Nakamura on this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I have nothing.
You have.
I don't know. I have no prediction on this one.
Okay, so the next match is Austin Aries versus Baron Corbin. I see Baron Corbin winning this.
Yeah, it's another big man versus little man match.
Yeah.
Corbin cut an awesome promo the other day.
Yeah.
Talking about you should go back to sitting down with Virgil signing autographs.
Oh man.
And that was just
cool.
like, damn.
That's cold.
I'm going with the lone wolf.
Yeah,
Baron
you got to go
Corbin.
with Baron Corbin. That's
Yes,
what I'm going
yes,
with.
me too.
Baron Corbin. All right, so now the next match is the Revival versus American
Alpha. Yeah, we got it right.
There we go. Yeah, you know what? I'm going with American Alpha. I think they're going to take the belts.
I'm gonna agree with you, and I think this is gonna be match of the night.
It very well can
Could be. Yeah.
I think I agree with you on that. So
Yep.
I'm going with the American Alpha.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm going with American
Mark
Alpha.
Anderson.
I love it. Brainbusters versus Steiners. Kind of
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
absolutely. So, all right, now for the NXT Women's Belt, Bayley versus Asuka. I think Asuka is going to win this one.
I think so too.
Really?
Because I think it's time for Bayley to move up to the main roster.
And that could very well happen.
And why can't she move up with the belt? Like, I want Bayley to win. And
But
I
you
want
know
her
what?
to
They
move up.
kind of did that with Paige. Remember? And they made Paige relinquish the NXT belt.
Yeah.
So Paige never lost that belt.
Paige never lost
She
the belt.
never lost it. She had to relinquish it after she had won the Divas title. But hopefully that'll change on Monday. But anyway, I really think Asuka's going to take it. She's on a roll.
Yeah.
She's on a rampage.
And the one who can take it is Asuka.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Bailey stayed behind because they needed a strong wrestler.
Yeah. Yep.
And now you have one in Asuka.
Yeah, and Asuka can very well take over that spot.
Absolutely.
So, I'm going with Asuka.
I mean, I'm going with Bailey. I gotta stick to my guns.
All right.
I think Bailey.
What about you, Mimi?
Asuka.
Asuka? All right. Now, the final main event is Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe.
Whew.
That's a tough one.
It's tough.
That's a tough one. I like Samoa Joe, but I like Finn Balor too.
I got a prediction.
What's your
The
prediction?
same prediction that I have for Bailey. That Samoa Joe is going to win, so Finn Balor could move up front.
I was thinking that too, but
Samoa Joe needs a win. He does. He really does. I mean, he's been wrestling for a while. He was on the main roster, came back down to NXT, and
he wasn't on the main roster.
Yes, he was in the beginning, very beginning. He was.
Yeah, but he was like a jobber,
Right?
And then he went to TNA.
Regardless, all right, fine. You were right. I was wrong.
And then he went to
but
NXT.
Regardless, he's been doing it for a while.
Okay,
and he needs it.
All right. So
I have a prediction too.
Go
And
ahead.
I think Finn Balor is gonna win.
Oh wow.
And I think Samoa Joe is gonna enter the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and eliminate Braun Strowman.
No way.
Joe versus Braun Strowman makes so much sense, and especially since you want to push Strowman on his own.
Yep.
I think Samoa Joe, that we've seen some great matches between Abyss and Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
I think Samoa Joe.
I can see it. I can see it, but no.
Okay. All right, so we got one for Samoa Joe, and we got the other one. You saying Finn Balor?
I'm saying Finn Balor.
Okay, so now I guess I'm the tiebreaker. I'm going to have to go with Samoa Joe. And only because I want to see Finn Balor up in the main roster already. And he is due. WWE needs a change, and he can change the WWE like that. Okay? Everybody loves Finn Balor, and as long as he keeps doing this gimmick at pay-per-views where he's coming out as the demon, yeah, absolutely. They need Finn Balor right now.
As much as I like Finn Balor and be repetitive in the ring,
He can be,
I've
yes.
noticed that, and I hope that changes a little bit as he comes up to the main roster, because I know things like that, the internet people jump all over, so I don't want that to happen for him.
Yeah, you're right. But there's still work to be done, and I'm pretty sure they're going to put him with some ring veterans, in the main roster. So we'll see. So I think that wraps it up for that wraps it up for NXT. But that is the start of Ric Serrano's the third Wrestling Joke of the Week. Take it away.
Welcome back to Ric Serrano's Wrestling Joke of the Week. Today's joke is, what do you call the Great Khali without talent?
What?
No idea.
The Great Khali!
Oh, man. Jesus. That is so wrong. Wow.
That's so wrong in so many levels, and I'm laughing.
Wow, I don't know who's worse, him or Miguel Cole.
I know.
Oh, man. If you have a wrestling joke and you would like it told on our show, send it into our Facebook page, Wrestling POV Podcast, Twitter at Wrestling POV, or Instagram at Wrestling POV1 using the hashtag POV Jokes. We'll even give you a shout out.
Nice and done. Yes, we'll absolutely do that if the joke is that funny. And yes, we'll definitely give you a shout out on the show. All right, so on the Mania, the kickoff show, there's 3 kickoff matches. It's we're gonna go straight into it. Total Divas versus Bad and Blonde.
I have a prediction.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, which is really what I want to win, is I think Bad is due.
Bad and Blonde?
Bad and Blonde needs, they need that.
But what's your
that
prediction?
boost. I want Bad and Blonde.
How? I mean, they're going to win it clean, or?
Of course not. Dirty all the way. Hello?
Okay. Rick, what do you think?
I'm going with Bad and Blonde. I mean, I
Really?
like Lana. I think she has a lot of potential.
I mean, did any one of you guys consider that this could be Brie Bella's last match?
I know, I love you, Brie, but I also think that Bad and Blonde is gonna win.
And my response to that is, and
Oh, I still love Brie, so don't pick
she's
on
gonna
her.
be on Total Divas still.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
true.
That's
She
true.
is still going to be on Total Divas, but I'm going with Total Divas.
Wow.
I think they're going to win it. So, all right, next match: Usos versus the Dudleys. I'm going to start off. I'm going with the Usos.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's going to be a decent match too. I don't think there's going to be a slow spot anywhere in that match. It's going to be nonstop action, and I think Usos is going to take it.
Yeah.
I think the Dudleys need it more.
Really?
Since their return, they've done nothing, and a loss won't affect the Usos because they can miss 8 months and win a Slammy for Tag Team of the Year. So them losing to the Dudleys is not going to do anything. So I'm going with the Dudleys.
The Dudleys?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a point there. He does have a point.
Okay.
You know, I do like I'm going for the Dudleys.
You going with
too.
the Dudleys too? All right. Okay. Well, hey, I think Usos taking it. So, all right. So now the U.S. title match: Kalisto versus Ryback. I'm going with Kalisto.
Kalisto.
And I'm going to go with Kalisto too. No, Mr. Rick! No!
I saw him running from behind you.
How can all three of you pick Kalisto to win over the big guy? This is a travesty. Oh my goodness. Miguel, please. We're not up to your part yet. I'm sorry, Mr. Rick.
There he goes running. he ran off.
I mean, Kalisto has to win this match, right?
Yeah, he does. He does. I mean, how long's he been U.S. champion for?
Not that long. Royal Rumble, wasn't it?
Was it Royal Rumble? Or did he win it back? Yeah. I think he won it at Royal Rumble. So, all right, now the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Who do you think is going to win?
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt?
I
don't think Bray Wyatt will be in that match.
No.
Yeah, I don't think he will be. But I would, if I had to pick, I think this will be Mark Henry's last WrestleMania. I think they're going to give it to him.
You know, I would have went with that. I was actually going with Mark Henry. It's going to Raw. He had 2 run-ins, and he could barely run. He could barely walk to the ring. So I don't know. I feel bad for the guy. I would like to see Mark Henry win.
Yeah, they're trying to make the odds in the favor of the Big Show, too, if you notice.
Yeah.
You know, so try to make him a 2-time winner, but I don't see that happening.
Another 2-time winner may be returning, Cesaro. They're talking about him.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I really didn't hear much of him coming back, but you never know.
It could be Sin Cara.
It could be Sin Cara's in the IC.
Joking.
If I had to pick, I'd say Mark Henry.
Yeah, well, if you guys out there listening want to hear the most outrageous pick for the Andre Memorial Battle Royal, listen in to Cole Street Corner episode 2. It's hilarious, people. Make sure you hear that on our YouTube page, Wrestling POV Podcast.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. All right, so now I guess after that, no, the Andre the Giant is the main part of WrestleMania, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's now on the network. Okay. So now after that, it's New Day versus League of Nations. The way the New Day is running right now, you're gonna have to give it to them.
Yeah, because New Day rocks. New Day rocks.
So I'm going with New Day.
I guess New Day's gonna win.
Yeah.
And, get help with somebody else. I guess I think a 4th person's gonna come out.
It could be The Rock. That was predicted.
But how could it be The Rock, who was just teasing them about their unicorn horns? I mean,
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Maybe Miguel might.
Miguel,
join.
he does like New Day too.
no, Miguel, no.
I was gonna say don't put him in front of the camera.
Yeah,
All right, so now you going with New Day too?
Yeah, New Day.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. I'm going with New Day. All right, so next match is Jericho versus AJ Styles. You have to give it to AJ.
AJ.
You know, it's no question about it. You have to give it to AJ. So.
Yeah.
Unless Finn Balor.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I'm still going with AJ.
I'm gonna say AJ, but if Finn Balor comes, well, you know.
It could, yeah. Well, Reekin came out and knew. She was like, "Cause you know." I'm still going with AJ. I think he's my pick. But that is a good scenario, though. If Finn Balor comes out, it could be a whole different story.
Yeah.
Could be. We shall see. But yeah, I'm going with AJ.
Yeah.
So now we got the Divas title. Charlotte versus Sasha versus Becky.
I'm going with Sasha Banks, the boss. Flair is going to be the reason why Charlotte loses.
You think? Really?
You think so?
I think he's going to mess up or do something, and that's the push Charlotte needs. Charlotte needs to go and attack her father. Not attack physically, but verbally attack him to make her the top heel. Because no one's going to like seeing her berate her father.
Yeah, that
So
could
they're gonna
work.
attack-
That could work, and I like that scenario, but if me picking right now, I have to go with Charlotte as the winner for this. I mean, and as what you said, but I think it's going to be in favor for Charlotte, that Ric Flair is going to interfere, but in favor for Charlotte, and that's how she's going to end up
And
winning.
my prediction
Go ahead.
is that Ric Flair is going to interfere, okay, and Becky Lynch is going to win.
So we got Sasha Banks from Rick. I got Charlotte, and you got that's a first. That is a first. And the funny thing is, all three of us said too.
Ric
Flair is interfering. So we shall see. That was a good one. I like that one. All right, so now the IC title: Kevin Owens, Kevin Owens, Miz Dolph Ziggler, Sami Zayn, Stardust, Zack Ryder, and Sin Cara. I'm going with Kevin Owens. To me, honestly, nobody in that spot, maybe besides Sami Zayn, deserves that title.
And I disagree. Woo, woo, woo.
No, come on.
Come on. Woo, woo, woo.
What is with you guys and Zack Ryder?
Woo, woo, woo.
You know it. However, I'm going to say Dolph Ziggler.
Wow. Oh, my
And I
Lord.
think Ziggler wins, and I think Zayn and Kevin Owens go to war the next couple of months.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
could happen,
Okay.
but I'm going with Kevin Owens.
Oh, my Zack Ryder.
Wow.
Underdog, man. You know? You're going for the underdog.
He's a underdog.
That is very much so. All right, so now you got the no holds bar street fight: Brock versus Dean.
That's going to be good.
Yeah.
That is
Who you
gonna
picking,
be.
though?
I am picking Dean.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Rick?
I'm not as excited about the match, but
I'm not either.
I am picking Dean Ambrose though, and I think the chainsaw is going to be used to knock something on top of Brock. And
Yeah,
that's how
because
gonna
it's a
win.
street fight, so
Yeah.
we're talking about Dean's area.
Now, let me ask you guys this question. Do you think it's going to happen in the ring or outside of the ring?
Outside the ring.
outside the ring.
Outside?
Yep,
It could even be carried over.
Now,
to
what if it
another
doesn't?
match.
What if it doesn't?
it will.
You know, because according to the card, that's third to last. So I don't see that match carrying over. If they do take it outside or something, I don't see it taking over. You know, with the Hell in a Cell coming up, and then you got the main event. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see that part happening. I do
We shall see.
I mean, yeah, we shall see, but I just think that if they take it outside, yeah, I could see Dean Ambrose winning. But if it stays in the ring, it's Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I
You
agree
know?
with you on that one. But it's a street fight.
It is.
It's a street
yeah,
fight.
but I
Brock
mean,
Lesnar is not a street fighter.
Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
You understand? He was a UFC champion.
Yeah, but that's UFC. That's different than a street fight.
How
Because
is that
street
different?
fight, you could bring in freaking bats. You can
They're going fisticuffs in
fisticuff.
UFC.
I mean, yo.
Yo, now you getting ghetto on
Well,
me.
because
What the heck is going on
because
here?
it's a street fight.
Bringing the Brooklyn out of But the Wyatts have to interfere or something.
But see,
right?
that's exactly where I was
Yeah.
going to come from. You know, the Wyatts are going to interfere, and because they're going to have to start this feud with Brock and Bray sometime. And I think at WrestleMania, that's the perfect time to do it. And in my prediction is that Bray's going to interfere and Dean is going to win. So, and it's going to have to be something outlandish for Dean to win. So, I'm going with Dean too. So,
Right.
but with interference with Bray Wyatt. So now we got the one of the two main events, Hell in a Cell, Shane versus Taker. What do you guys think? I'm going with my predictions, though. I am going with my prediction. If anybody forgot that my prediction is that Dolph Ziggler is going to interfere and will turn heel. And if he turns heel, that I will wear a Dolph Ziggler shirt. But if he doesn't, Rick, we didn't forget. You're going to have to tear your shirt off. Your Dolph
I
Ziggler
hope
shirt.
you was going to forget.
That's the only shirt you got left.
And I love it because it's pink.
Tell your wife to get you one for your birthday coming up then. But I mean, I'm sticking with my guns on this. I think Dolph is going to interfere, and I see Shane winning it.
If there's going to be any interference, I think, honestly, that the Taker's going to win it. He's not going to lose to Shane McMahon.
Yeah, but there's got to be some kind of interference.
No,
I'm sorry.
He cannot lose to Shane McMahon.
There's going to be interference
like
by
Shane.
who I don't know. My prediction is at, with Shane, well, not Shane, Dolph Ziggler, I think that's where he's going to turn into a heel.
Yeah,
he's going to try to interfere. Something's going to happen. And it's not just going to be one person. It's going to be multiple people. And when I said in the beginning of the show, a lot of rumors now, all of a sudden, it's Steve Austin.
Yeah, but the thing is, too, that Shane came out and said to the Taker, you lost 2 years ago.
His legacy died 2 years ago.
And, Taker's got to prove himself now.
To Shane?
And
what's he got to prove to Shane?
Beat the crap out of him for trying to diss him like that.
Yeah, but then, I'm telling you, somebody's going to interfere.
Well, I'm going to interfere in this. I'm going to say there's going to be at least 10 guys.
Dang.
At least 10 guys are going to interfere in this match. And I'm saying, I'm thinking maybe a WCW, WWE kind of thing, where maybe we do get Goldberg, maybe we do get Stone Cold.
Yep.
But I think at the end of the day, the last guy to enter that Hell in a Cell, the lights are going to go out, and you're going to have Sting with his baseball bat, and he's going to attack The Undertaker, and Shane O'Mac's going to win.
No. Go ahead.
And I'm predicting maybe, because the stipulation was that's his last WrestleMania.
Right.
I'm predicting, write this down, Undertaker is going to win next year's Royal Rumble and get back in WrestleMania 33.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one. I like that one.
All right, you get 2 thumbs up.
I do. From who?
Mic drop, he said.
A mic drop. You dropped the mic and broke out. And look, Miguel's trying to take over.
Oh, look at him.
No, but he was just kidding. Miguel was waiting. He was waiting. You see, he was trying to kick Rick off. Oh my god! All right, so I mean, my guess. I mean, like I said, I have to go with my prediction. I think Dolph is going to interfere, but I think he's going to interfere in behalf of Shane. Not Shane. Undertaker, and somebody else is going to come in right with it and say, sucker. And then that's it. Shane's going to win it, and he's going to have total control of Raw. And there might be something else that's going to happen come Monday, and we'll see what happens because of the whole brand split too. Got to remember that. Yeah. So, all right. So now I'm going with Shane. You went with Undertaker.
Yep.
And Rick.
Shane O'Mac.
Shane O'Mac. All right. So in favor of Shane. Now the main event: Triple H versus Roman. I'm going with my prediction again, which is there's going to be a double turn where Stephanie McMahon is going to go against Triple H to have Roman win. And that's where Roman becomes a heel. And then that's where Triple H is like, with the whole brand split happening, that's when Triple H is going to be like, you know what? I got my own guys too. And he brings up NXT as an invasion. And then there goes the whole NXT versus WWE versus Raw that's being controlled by Shane. So I'm going with that. Winner is Roman Reigns as a heel.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. But not with your prediction.
Okay.
My prediction is that Roman Reigns is going to win with interference, but it's not going to be from Stephanie McMahon.
From who then?
I think this is going to be The Rock.
Ooh, I don't know. They tried that once before. It didn't work. That's
just my prediction. So,
okay.
I'm entitled to a prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she is, because that's her right.
As
an American citizen.
And I think Roman Reigns is going to win this. I mean, people are going to interfere because it's a no DQ match now. Right. But I think Roman Reigns gets his moment, confetti and all that stuff. And then you hear, if you smell The Rock. And then The Rock comes out to congratulate his family member. And there's a Superman punch waiting for The Rock.
Ooh.
And that's what turns Reigns heel?
That's what turns Reigns heel.
That's it. We got 3. Nice, that's a good one. That's 3 different predictions we got. Yeah. So,
but with all the same Roman winning.
That's true. But 2 with him being a heel, and you were the only one as a babyface. So that is interesting. That's going to be interesting WrestleMania. I mean, a lot of people, and I'm sorry to say, I'm going to go on this Roman Reigns kick. People are saying, as a wrestler's point of view, okay, I hate it when people say, and this is what people's been saying lately, is that Roman only has 3 moves. I'm sorry, so did Hulk Hogan.
Oh my God.
So does John Cena. So does Randy Orton. So does a lot. Dean Ambrose when he does that thing between the ropes all the time.
God.
You know what I'm saying? So stop with this. Oh, Roman only has 3 moves. No, he doesn't. They're called signature moves for a reason. Yeah, he does them all the time, but who doesn't? That's why it's called a signature move. Okay, when John Cena does the wave in front of his face, what is he saying? You can't see me. What does the crowd chant? You can't see me. Well, that's a signature move that he does.
And The Rock.
And The Rock, yeah, absolutely.
People's
The Rock,
elbow.
Hulk Hogan with the pointing of the finger or whatever, People has to understand, they have signature moves, but don't come out and say that's all he has. Don't. It's pissing me off because, they're looking for any excuse in the book to make Roman Reigns like he can't wrestle. The guy works hard in the ring. Okay, he does. His promos suck, and I'll be the first to admit it. But it's true.
He can wrestle, but he can't cut a promo.
He can't cut a promo. But that was the best of them too back in the day.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
And Bret Hart couldn't cut a promo.
He couldn't.
He wore sunglasses in the beginning of his career because he was so nervous.
Because he was so nervous, exactly. But you know what? At the same time, even, we're going way back to the, 70s, 80s, 90s, and the millennium, too. There was a lot of wrestlers that could not cut a promo. So what did they do? They gave him a manager that could cut a promo for them. So the solution for Roman Reigns, give him a manager or something. Or don't let him talk at all.
I don't think Brock Lesnar could cut a promo.
He can't.
Because that's why he has...
When he screams like a girl. He does. He's like, rah! It's like,
like Brie, no!
Yeah, like Brie or Natalia for that matter. So you can't, they did it for Brock and it works. He's a beast. Yeah, he's a beast. Why? Because Paul Heyman says he's a beast and everybody's believing it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When Roman Reigns was part of the Shield, did he ever talk?
No.
He never talked. Believe that. Exactly. That was it. And you know what? That made him such a badass that people loved him. And that Royal Rumble, when all 3 members of the Shield was in and they were trying to throw Roman out and he ended up throwing them out, how much of a pop did he get? It was huge. It was huge. And then when Roman Reigns got eliminated, everybody booed.
Yep.
Because they were expecting him to win. Mm-hmm. So what the hell is the difference between then and now? Because people in the IWC and people in these stupid freaking podcasts that are saying, Roman Reigns, he only got 3 moves, he only got this. I went back on my rant again. I know I did. But I am sick and tired of hearing it, man. Leave the guy alone. Let him just do his thing. Yeah, he can't talk. I freaking dub his voice or something then. But don't criticize the man about his wrestling. Leave him alone.
Tony,
what?
Tony, do you need a breather?
I think I do.
I have a couple of numbers that I can give you.
Okay, thank you. I'm just getting so
He's a little emotional right now.
No, make me cry, man.
They call us women emotional. Wow.
It just gets me so upset. So I don't know. So now I think that wraps it up for WrestleMania, and we're looking forward to seeing what happens. But that was my rant.
Yeah, your rant sounds like when this guy Miguel talks about Ryback. Yes,
Oh
Ryback.
God, there he is. What's up, Miguel?
Is that what you're saying? You're talking about Ryback? All right, Miguel. Seriously, he just said Ryback can't talk on the mic. No, he says feed me more. I'm the big guy. He says a lot of good things. Have you not watched my show? People talk about it all the time. That they love Ryback. They talk about him. Really? Everybody said that. There's a lot of Kalisto fans out there. I don't know. Maybe we have to rewatch the show. Watch the show. Cole Street Corner. It's really picking up, Tony. I think I should get a full-time job here. Please, Tony. Please.
Well, like I said from last week, you still my judgment will be heard in next week's episode. So I said after WrestleMania. So I'm gonna rewatch the tapes. I'm still waiting for more fans to.
Good luck. Good luck, Miguel. Papito chulo.
Oh,
You're so chulo. Ay, qué lindo, papi.
Gracias, muchísimo.
All right, so like I said, I'll look over the videos again and Still waiting on some more fans to see who supports you and to try to keep you on the show.
Tony, there's a hashtag going around, Miguel Cole for president.
Miguel Cole for president.
Oh, yeah, I'm voting for him.
Yeah, I mean, I was
Really?
I know there's a bunch of videos of this guy getting on my nerves, but he gets the job done, man. He brings people to him. He's a magnet.
I have to say, the Latina Heat girl who kissed him, I am so jealous right now because she put her lips on my Miguel.
Oh my God. Mimi, I have
No.
I have another cheek.
No, okay.
He's got another cheek.
But you said you was in love with her.
Yeah. Caught, Miguel. Just keep your mouth closed right now. We're about to get you on the show, man. Okay, Mr. Ricardo.
All right, so everybody just make sure that you comment on our Facebook at Wrestling POV Podcast to determine whether Miguel Cole is a new member of Wrestling POV Crew. So post your comments on there. Post your comments on Twitter at Wrestling POV. And you can even go on Instagram and voice your opinion there at Wrestling POV1. That's it for the show today, folks. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Mimi Goody.
And our third wheel,
Ric Serrano the third.
There we go. And a hopeful potential worker for us,
Miguel Cole.
Okay, you got to work on that for next week, okay? All right, till then, we'll see you next week. Love, peace, and hair grease.